Hello everybody, it's me, SuperItalianBros. Welcome back to another Plushtuber interview video. It's been a while since I've done one of these. And today we're here with Goomzilla. So say hello to everybody.
Hello everybody.
So, a lot of people probably know Goomzilla. And for some reason, I only have like 300,000 subscribers. Which I'm very surprised about that since your Bowser's Factory video, Bowser's Mushroom Factory video, did so well. But let's just get some questions in. So, first question: what made you start plush videos?
So I started when I saw another plush video, which was made by a guy called Hala Amir. It was called Bowser's Revenge, and there is a re-upload of that, which you can find on his channel now. The original doesn't exist anymore, but I think it was uploaded in about 2009 or something.
Mm-hmm.
So I saw that video and thought, oh yeah, I can do something similar. I liked the way he used sound effects, and that was the reason why Bowser's Mushroom Factory uses the Mario voices. It's based off inspiration from that video.
Yeah, you like kind of just like adapted the uses of sound effects instead of your actual voices, like how a lot of people do it now.
Yeah, pretty much. I hadn't really realized at the time that it was more common to use your voice.
I mean,
I liked the style.
It's a way to stand out. I mean, it's just cool. It's interesting.
Yeah, I think it is kind of what makes my videos a bit more unique.
It's probably a lot of editing the sounds though.
Yeah, I think it takes me about an hour to edit a minute of audio clips, and that's just putting in the sound effects. There's also doing the video and the music choices and all that sort of thing, which takes a long time as well, but sounds are a big part of it, which most people don't have to deal with. Lucky them.
Yeah. Number 2, do you write scripts for videos?
Yes, I do. Quite detailed ones, I suppose. And I tend not to film things in order, so I'll often film all the things that take place in one location at the same time. So yeah, I've even done that ever since the very first one, since Bowser's Mushroom Factory. The first clips that we filmed were not the ones that went at the start of the video.
Yeah.
It's kind of fun.
Yeah, I've seen some people do that. I don't like doing that. Like if I'm just doing it at my house, I go back and forth through my house every time. But if it's like if I'm like going to another place, bro, you kidding me? If I'm like recording from my house and then it cuts to the woods and then back to my house, yeah, I'll do all the clips in the woods first. But yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think with me, there's often a lot of scenery, so we tend to set those up on the same place, and we don't really want to have to dismantle them to put more up.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how it's been a lot recently.
Yeah, because you do like those like the sets out, like the setups in your house with all the with all like the things on the wall and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is also cool. Like I like doing that. That's kind of what I did for like I made like a school. I found like an old gym mattress, not a mattress, like a gym mat, and you can like fold it. So I just folded it halfway, so it's like a little like half square, and I just decorated it to be like a school and stuff. And that's how I have the school for videos.
Yep, that's a good idea.
What's your favorite video that you've made?
Let me just think. So I think my favorite video that I've made is probably some of the interactive ones that I've done on YouTube, because it's kind of a unique style of doing things, and it's just nice to let people choose their own like pathway through. So I've got two of those. One of them is Yoshi and the Lost Egg, and the other one is an Among Us video. I think the Among Us one is probably my favorite for that reason. Just because that style of video lends itself really well to choosing who you think you want to vote out, that kind of thing. So
Yeah.
I think that one's probably my favorite.
Yeah, I might do one of those because I just like the idea of it. It's cool.
It is a lot of work.
Yeah, I never. Yeah, because you have to make all the separate things, and it's. I mean, the hard work pays off because it makes a cool concept of a video.
Exactly.
I just don't see it very often, so like, it's just interesting to see.
Yeah, I think
people
the
do stuff like
YouTube
that.
algorithm also doesn't really know how to handle it.
Yeah. Okay. What is it? Question 4. What software do you use to edit?
I use Cyberlink Power Director, which is what I've used since the start.
Cool. I've never heard of that one. It's probably an older thing then, right?
I guess it was popular around the time that I started making videos, but the reason why I use it is because it's good for putting in very specific timings of sound effects, and I can put in thousands of these in a video, and it handles that okay. Like, it doesn't crash on me all the time. Like, it's probably quite common with editing software. And also I've got used to it because I've been using it for so long. So I think for that reason I've just kept using it. I've tried using some other software and I've never really stuck with them. So
Yeah. Okay. Question 5. What is your favorite Koopaling?
I thought about this question recently, and I have a slightly different answer. There are two that come to mind. My knowledge of the Koopalings is mostly from Super Mario World, which was almost their first appearance.
Yeah.
Not quite, but and in that game, there are certain, like, all the Koopalings, you can sort of see their faces and what's going on with them, which is pretty cool. But there's one boss in particular that is different, and that one is Ludwig. In that game, he is different, and that always stood out to me. But another Koopaling that is quite high up my list is Roy, because he's just a pretty goofy looking cool guy.
Yeah.
So
Roy's probably my favorite overall. Ludwig's cool too. I like him because just he has the most hair out of everyone.
So the reference that most people get.
Yeah.
Out of all of the Koopalings.
If there was one video you could go back and redo, what would it be and why?
I don't think I would actually want to go back and redo any as such. I can't think of any that at the time weren't as good as I could do them, really. So I sort of like to look at it as though what I've done in the past was growth towards getting to where I am now. So I don't think there's any that I particularly want to redo as such.
Yeah, I see. Yeah. That's a good way to think about it.
I think so.
So I see from some of your videos that you made some of the plushies, like the mushroom and the Goomba. Did you make those like before you got before you bought the original ones? Or like the actual like branded ones?
In the case of the Goomba, that was the first one I made, along with the mushroom for Bowser's Mushroom Factory. Those were both custom, and they were based on the Goomba that I already had and the Toad that I already had. So we just looked at the way those were made, the plushes, just looked at the shapes that they'd put together, and that was how we got the templates for those. So, because in the case of the mushroom, it's just a toad's head, basically.
What would have to be what? English is off today. Uh, what part of Mario's quest was your favorite to make?
I think. Let's think about that. The desert one does stand out to me as an interesting one because we used real sand and had that fall all over the floor a lot whilst we were making it.
Oh yeah, I
It was
remember
a bit of a challenge for that reason. A little bit different.
I remember watching that when I was younger, and like, it was just very cool to me back then. It is now. Like, it's just the way that you did your videos, the way that you still do your videos today too.
Yeah, there's some cool things with that, and I think there's another thing that I should probably mention in part 5 that has my favourite scene that I've recorded, which is where Luigi gets sucked into the house near the start of the video. I think it's something that people don't often see coming. I'm not sure if you remember the scene that I'm referring to.
I think I do.
Luigi, he just sort of runs around the room and then falls into a hole.
Oh yeah, yeah. Now I remember that. Part 5 I watched the most. Like that one I watched all the time. So yeah.
Okay.
Now that you reminded me, I remember that. How long would it take you to make this?
I really liked it. Those sets probably a couple of hours, because I don't think there was anything particularly intricate about them. Like the doors were just bits of cardboard with some paper stuck over them. There were some candles on the wall, I think, which were just, again, paper cutouts. Didn't take too long. Found things like a table that we used quite a lot, a little wooden table. And I think there was a mirror in that room, which was, again, just something we had lying around as a prop. So a lot of that was quite quick to find. The main problem was we used to always use these cardboard boxes and put the scenery up against those, which was really annoying because they used to fall down a lot.
Yeah.
And we have a better way of doing that now, but back in the day, that was the thing that used to take us the most time because things would just fall over a lot and we'd have to put them all back.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I forgot to say earlier when I asked you that question, I cut you off. What were you gonna say?
Sorry.
No, that was my fault.
Which?
It was when I asked you how long it would take to make the sets. I cut you off.
I mean, for that one in particular, it'd take about, I think, just a couple of hours for the reasons that I mentioned. Some of them can take a lot longer.
Yeah.
I think the most we've done for a set recently was for the Mario plumbing video to align with the Mario movie last year. The main thing that we had to make there was the car that they went around in, but most of the props we just found from our prop bank, basically, so not too much work. It's mainly when we have to draw things or cut out intricate shapes that it takes a bit longer.
Yeah. I'm trying to see. Oh yeah, for the 10 years of Mario's Quest scenery, were those the same sets or did you remake them?
Those were literally the same sets. They were filmed at the time, all of those scenes.
Oh, really?
I filmed them back in 2012 because I felt like I was probably going to do a behind the scenes video at some point. I didn't think it was going to take 10 years, but I recorded those just in case.
Yeah. I mean, it's cool that you still kept them.
Yeah, I don't like getting rid of things.
No, I wouldn't have either.
I do still have a lot of the props as well. Like I haven't thrown away any props from any of the videos. I still have a little box that has the Bowser's Mushroom Factory props in it.
Oh yeah. I wouldn't have thrown them away if I were you. I wouldn't have thrown them away either.
Never know when they might be useful.
Yeah. Or if someone asks you about them, and here we are now.
Yeah.
What is Wacka plush from? What is Wacka? I remember
Oh,
seeing that.
he's from the Paper Mario series. He's in the first 3 of those games.
Oh, okay, because I've never played those.
GameCube and Wii.
Yeah, I've never played.
They're very good.
I've never played any Paper Mario before. I need to. But
definitely, those are. Well, there is going to be a remake of Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door out this year, so that.
Yeah, I've heard that. I'm gonna get that when it comes out. If there's a pre-order coming out, I'm gonna get that because probably everyone's gonna get one. Do you think
that one's probably the best?
Do you think that the ones for the GameCube will raise or decrease in price?
I imagine that it probably is going to lower the price of the Thousand Year Door original, but it's already been really high for quite some time. Although I managed to get mine for £2, which is not very much.
Yeah, I'm hoping my neighborhood does like a yard sale soon again, because like every year or so my neighborhood does one. So I wanna like go around and see if there's any games I can get, because I got Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Winter Games 2010 for the Wii last time. So
nice.
I couldn't find anything else though.
That's a good pickup. I don't have that one.
Yeah, I haven't played it very much, but when I do, it's fun. I need to get Mario Sunshine for the GameCube too. Like, I need more GameCube games. I only have 2.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, and the Paper Mario.
GameCube's probably the era I grew up with the most, so
yeah, it was the Wii.
I recommend it here.
For me, it was the Wii. That's what I had. I played that non-stop, dude. Like, I'm not even kidding you. New Super Mario Bros. Wii. That's why I use that music so much in videos. Because
Nice.
I just played that so much. What would have to be your favorite game on that GameCube?
Overall, not just Mario. Weirdly, I think it's a game called Kirby Air Ride.
I've heard
which
that.
Not many people have. Sorry, you've played it.
Yeah,
or you've not heard it.
No, I've heard of it before. I've heard stuff about it.
It has one game mode called City Trial, which I used to play an awful lot.
Mm-hmm.
It's really weird to explain. I'm kind of surprised that it's a game concept that hasn't really been like revitalized in that kind of form in the modern day. They almost did a little bit in one of the Super Smash Brothers games. They added a mode that was a bit similar to that, because the idea is like you power up this car that you then race in later. So like you spend 5 minutes collecting power-ups and then you compete in some random event. That's kind of the gist of it, and I just used to play that so much with my sister.
Yeah, I used to play Mario Kart Wii a lot with my sister. She doesn't like it anymore.
Yeah, same, to be fair.
She doesn't
the one I've played the most.
She doesn't play games with me a lot anymore, which sucks. But
That does suck.
Yeah, because I like playing the nostalgia games, because I actually had to re-buy New Super Mario Bros. Wii because the disc was all scratched up because I played that game so much. But I also I didn't want to get rid of it.
At least you got a new copy then.
Yeah, but I didn't want to get rid of the original one, since that's my it's my dad's copy, because he bought it. He had the Wii before me, so it's on my shelf up there right now. So I just like to keep my stuff, because I just don't like throwing things away in general. I don't know why. It's just like reminds you of stuff. Just like with your sets.
Yeah.
how many plushies did you like make yourself in total?
I think pretty much every one of them has a tutorial except Bowser. There's a mini Bowser that my sister made that doesn't have a tutorial, but I think everything else is in that list, so I'm not sure how many are in that playlist now. 15? And there's a few different colors of Yoshi that we've got, and we've got a Toad and a Toadette, so there's, I guess, a few more than that. We've got a Paratrooper as well as a Koopa, probably around about 20.
Yeah.
Also got 5 colors of Star, if those all count as different ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, not all of them, like some people think, but a fair few.
Mm-hmm. It's just I think it's insane how you're still going after like 13 years. You're still going.
Yeah, I like seeing feedback from people, especially just seeing the comments and seeing views and people enjoying it still, really.
Yeah.
That's what makes me keep making them.
Mm-hmm. So I also see you've been doing Minecraft stuff.
Yep.
I remember the Mario Minecraft world. I haven't been on there in a long time.
What do you mean?
Like the world that they like the pre-made world with all like the Mario statues and stuff.
Oh yeah, they have on the Wii U or the Switch version.
Yeah.
You mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't actually own those versions. I just use the computer.
You just use
the PC one.
You just use the skins.
Yes.
I don't think I have any more questions.
Cool.
Okay, well, it's gonna have to be it for this Plushtuber interview. Again, thank you, Goomzilla, for taking time out of your day.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. Make sure everyone to subscribe to Goomzilla if you haven't already. Subscribe to me. Make sure to do everything like that. Really help out both of us. And I'll see everyone later. Goodbye.
See you.